Dear Divine Selves, which is the knowledge by which you can attain immediate liberation, immediate moksha, and self realization? Listen to the following instruction of Sage Ribhu as contained in chapter 13 of Ribhu Gita, which would bring immediate self realization and moksha to you if you listen to it with utmost attention, full sincerity, and contemplate and meditate on this knowledge with full devotion. This would bring immediate liberation and moksha to you. Says Ribhu says, I shall tell you what is immediate liberation. I only am the real, the self, existence, consciousness, bliss alone. The self is only bliss, that is just existence, a mass of bliss, that is just consciousness, a mass of bliss filled with consciousness, consciousness, bliss alone. Bliss, that is the light of consciousness alone, the Vigraha of light, Prakashamurti, that is just consciousness. Ishvara is the light of consciousness ever alone. All is the light of just consciousness. I am only the light of consciousness. I am entirely only consciousness. All is only consciousness. Thought is only consciousness. Liberation is only consciousness. Manana, that is reflection, is only consciousness. Shravana, that is listening to the Advaita Vedantic wisdom, is only consciousness. I am myself only consciousness. All is only consciousness. The attributeless Brahman is only consciousness. The Supreme with attributes is only consciousness. I am only consciousness. You and all are only consciousness. The heart is only consciousness, just consciousness, full of consciousness always. You are only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All is consciousness alone. Meditate on this. Contemplate on this. Peacefulness is only consciousness. The characteristics of peacefulness are consciousness alone. Higher knowledge is only consciousness alone. Brahman is only consciousness. Sankalpa is only consciousness. All the three worlds are only consciousness. Everywhere is only consciousness. The Guru is pervaded by consciousness alone. Purity is only consciousness. Brahman is only consciousness alone. Awareness is only consciousness. The sun and such are only consciousness. Existence alone is only consciousness. The universe indeed is only consciousness. Brahman is only consciousness alone. Awareness is only consciousness. The sun and the moon and the stars and the galaxies are only consciousness. Existence alone is only consciousness. The universe indeed is only consciousness. Good action is only consciousness. Perpetual auspiciousness is just consciousness. Brahman is only consciousness alone. Hari is only consciousness alone. God is only consciousness alone. Ishvara is only consciousness alone. Contemplate and meditate on this and become free, self-realized, liberated. The silent self is only consciousness. All siddhis are only consciousness. Birth is only consciousness. Happiness is indeed only consciousness. The sky is only consciousness. The mountains and waters are only consciousness. The stars are only consciousness. The clouds are only consciousness. The forms of gods are only consciousness. The worship of Shiva is only consciousness. Hardness is only consciousness. Coldness is only consciousness. What is to be thought of is consciousness. What is to be seen is consciousness. All is only consciousness. This world and the Father are only consciousness. The Mother is only consciousness. There is nothing apart from consciousness. The eye is only consciousness. Listening and happiness are only consciousness. Consciousness indeed is all. All are indeed consciousness alone. Action to be performed is only consciousness. The work of Ishvara is only consciousness. Truth is just consciousness, full of consciousness. There never is any non-existence of consciousness. Consciousness alone exists everywhere, in everything, in every way. Everything and everyone is indeed consciousness alone. Vedanta is only consciousness. The certitude about Brahman is only consciousness. The awareness of existence is only consciousness. Consciousness alone shines ever. Consciousness alone is the universe with form. Consciousness alone is the supreme state. Consciousness alone is of the nature of consciousness. Consciousness alone indeed is the immutability of consciousness. Consciousness alone is the nature of Shiva. Consciousness alone is the embodiment of Shiva. All this is only of the nature of consciousness. Happiness and sorrow are only of the nature of consciousness. The nature of insentience is only consciousness. The intersticeless is only consciousness. Understanding is only consciousness. The concept of individual soul is only consciousness. The concept of Jivatman is only consciousness. The forms of gods are only consciousness. The worship of Shiva is only consciousness. You are only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All is indeed only consciousness. Contemplate and meditate on this. You are consciousness. I am consciousness. All is indeed consciousness alone. One indivisible, non-dual consciousness alone is all. All is indeed only consciousness. The nature of the Supreme is only consciousness. Afflictionlessness is only consciousness always. The permanent is only consciousness. The goal is only consciousness. Contemplate and meditate on this supreme truth and become liberated immediately. Attain moksha immediately. Become self-realized by listening, reflecting and meditating on this Mahavakya. All indeed is consciousness alone. All indeed is consciousness alone. Consciousness alone is all this. Consciousness indeed is all. This passion is only consciousness. Attributelessness is only consciousness always. Moving about is only consciousness. Mantra and Tantra are only consciousness. This universe is of the nature of consciousness. All the three worlds are only of the nature of consciousness. The ego is of the nature of consciousness. The highest of the high is of the nature of consciousness. Reflect, contemplate and meditate on this supreme Advaita wisdom and become liberated immediately. All this difference is an aspect of consciousness alone. Even a blade of grass and such are aspects of consciousness alone. The space of consciousness is of the nature of consciousness. Formlessness is of the nature of consciousness. Great joy is of the nature of consciousness. The joy of joys is of the nature of consciousness. Happiness is of the nature of consciousness. What is to be enjoyed is of the nature of consciousness. The Supreme Guru is of the nature of consciousness. Consciousness indeed is all. Reflect, contemplate and meditate on this. This universe is of the nature of consciousness. This mind is of the nature of consciousness. The originless peace is of the nature of consciousness. Being without affliction is an aspect of consciousness. Transcending all others is an aspect of consciousness. The nature of consciousness is only of the nature of consciousness. The space of consciousness is of the nature of consciousness. Consciousness space yields Shivahood, Brahmanhood. Thought is ever an aspect of consciousness. Thought is ever an aspect of consciousness. That is, thought is always of the nature of consciousness. Because nothing else exists apart from consciousness. consciousness alone exists. Immortality is ever an aspect of consciousness. The space of consciousness is of the nature of consciousness. Likewise is the inmost of the interior of all. This fullness is of the nature of consciousness. This love is of the nature of consciousness. All this is of the nature of consciousness. I am ever of the nature of consciousness. This place is of the nature of consciousness. The space of the heart is of the nature of consciousness. The knowledge of consciousness is an aspect of consciousness. That is, the knowledge of consciousness is always of the nature of consciousness alone. Pervasiveness likewise in an aspect of consciousness. Being ever full is an aspect of consciousness. Great results are an aspect of consciousness. The Supreme Truth is an aspect of consciousness. The Supreme and you are an aspect of consciousness alone. Therefore, the Brahman and you are essentially consciousness alone, one and the same supreme reality. Jiva and Shiva, by virtue of being consciousness alone, are one and the same, non-dual, indivisible. Consciousness alone exists everywhere and in everyone and everything. Joy is ever an aspect of consciousness. That is, the joy is always of the nature of consciousness alone. Death is ever an aspect of consciousness. The Supreme Brahman is an aspect of consciousness. The Supreme Brahman is always of the nature of consciousness alone. The one indivisible non-dual consciousness alone is Brahman Paramatman. Reflect and contemplate on this, meditate on this, and realize your Supreme Self immediately. This would lead to immediate liberation and moksha, because you are consciousness alone, the eternal, immortal, one non-dual, indivisible consciousness alone is your nature. You are consciousness alone. Brahman is of the nature of consciousness alone. Therefore, you and Brahma are one and the same. The Jiva and Shiva are essentially one and the same. Realize this supreme truth. Realize this unity and become immediately free. Immediate liberation, immediate moksha is attained by listening to, reflecting, contemplating, and meditating on this supreme wisdom of Advaita Vedanta as uttered by sage Ribhu in Ribhu Gita. The Supreme Brahman is an aspect of consciousness. I am consciousness ever. I am consciousness ever. Therefore, I am Brahman ever. Therefore, I am Brahman ever. I am eternal, immortal Brahman ever. I am Ishvara. I am Shiva. I am Paramatman because Paramatman, Brahman, and the Supreme Reality is nothing but of the nature of consciousness alone, and I too am nothing but of the nature of consciousness alone. The moment this realization dawns, you attain moksha, you realize the Supreme Self, you attain the supreme goal of liberation immediately by this realization. I am consciousness, I am consciousness, so also is thought. One's own thought too is nothing but consciousness. There is no doubt of this. The world form is only consciousness. Shiva Shankara is only consciousness. Even this phenomenal world declared by sages and seers as illusory is nothing but consciousness alone. The form of space is only consciousness. The Lord of the Gunas is only consciousness. The world form is only consciousness. The transmigration aspect is only consciousness. The nature of the heart is only consciousness. The Lord of the heart is only consciousness. The nature of immortality is only consciousness. The cause for movement is only consciousness. I am only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All consciousness ever. All consciousness ever. All is indeed consciousness alone. Consciousness indeed is all. Consciousness indeed is all. True belief is only consciousness. The conviction of being Brahman is only consciousness. Listen this carefully, reflect and meditate on this just one line and become immediately free from all bondage. The conviction of being Brahman is only consciousness. When you are conscious of the fact that you are Brahman alone, you are indeed Brahman there and there, right there, immediately. You are for long conscious of the illusory personality of the death and birth bound body. That consciousness, the false consciousness, has brought death and suffering and sorrow to you. Now you become conscious that I am Brahman alone, that alone brings immediate liberation, because as you think, so you become. Yatha matir sa gatir bhavet. As you think, so you become. All this difference is an aspect of consciousness. The conviction of being Brahman is only consciousness. The conviction of being Brahman is only consciousness. Realize this supreme mystery through this supreme instruction of Rishi Ribhu. The conviction of being Brahman is only consciousness, and that enables you to realize the supreme reality, to attain liberation immediately. The Supreme God is only consciousness. The temple of the heart is only consciousness. All aspects are only consciousness. The multitude of people is only consciousness. The multitude of people is only consciousness. The multitude of beings in this phenomenal world is nothing but one non-dual, indivisible light of pure consciousness. Listen, reflect, and meditate on this supreme mantra and become free immediately. Get liberated immediately, because this conviction alone brings the supreme reality. Supreme knowledge dawns upon you. The conviction that I am Brahman, this consciousness alone is called moksha, mukti, self-realization or enlightenment. This consciousness alone, that you are consciousness indeed, is called moksha. All bliss is only consciousness. Loving, endearing talk is only consciousness. You are only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All is consciousness alone. You are only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All indeed is only consciousness, the one indivisible, non-dual consciousness alone are all. Listen, reflect, contemplate and meditate on this, and attain immediate liberation, immediate moksha, immediate nirvana, immediate self-realization. The supreme meditation is only consciousness. Supreme veneration is only consciousness. You are only consciousness. I am only consciousness. All is entirely consciousness. All is entirely consciousness. One non-dual, indivisible consciousness alone, everywhere, in everything, in everyone, in every way. There is nothing but consciousness alone, everywhere. Everything indeed is consciousness alone. This is the supreme instruction. This is the quintessence and nectar of Advaita Vedantic instruction. This can bring immediate self-realization, immediate liberation and moksha if you listen, reflect, contemplate and meditate on this with full devotion, utmost sincerity and total commitment. It will bring immediate liberation, immediate moksha to anyone who listens to, reflects on, contemplates on, and meditates on this supreme nectar of Advaita Vedanta as contained in the 13th chapter of Ribhu Gita. This exposition that you are only consciousness is rare in all the Vedas. By hearing this once, one surely becomes Brahman. By hearing this instruction that all is consciousness alone, one surely becomes Brahman. Such a bold declaration of Ribhu Gita, such a grand and confident promise to the entire mankind by just listening to this supreme wisdom once and reflecting and meditating on this, you become free, you attain liberation and moksha immediately. He becomes forever rid of misapprehensions in this world, his inner self becoming Brahman forever. That is, whosoever listens this supreme wisdom of Ribhu Gita, he becomes forever rid of misapprehensions in this world, his inner self becoming Brahman forever. He by whose yoga of meditation freedom is gained from birth and death, by whose changeless mode the knots of the heart, Hridaya Granthi, born of fear, are rent asunder by virtue of being rid of the infatuation of delusion, and whose world becomes the essence, transcending the world. By the fulfillment of his desire of obtaining a vision of yourself, by attaining a vision of yourself, that is called self-realization, that is called the vision of the supreme truth, the vision of ultimate reality. If you listen to this supreme instruction of Ribhu Gita even once with full devotion, utmost concentration and sincerity, you will attain immediate liberation, you will become free, you will attain immediate moksha, you will become self-realized. Because all indeed is consciousness alone, always. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am always of the nature of Shiva. I am Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness alone. I am Shiva of the nature of blissful consciousness alone. I am consciousness alone. Shiva is consciousness alone. You indeed are consciousness alone. I indeed am consciousness alone. All is indeed consciousness alone. Brahman is indeed consciousness alone. This conviction, this realization is called self-realization, which results into supreme freedom, absolute freedom, that is called liberation and moksha. Chidanandarupa Shivoham Shivoham